Good afternoon, this is Umbrella Talk Podcast, and I'm your host, Colored Boy. Today, we're talking about the difference between a career and a job. Now, my definition of a career and a job is a career, you love what you do. You got different levels to it that you can advance and go higher. A job is something that, my definition that you don't like, you hate going to every day. But that's all good too. Make it do what it do. I'll put y'all in the pit where y'all think, about a job and a career. I say your definition of the difference between that. Leave your comments, But what's the difference between a job and a career? I'm saying? A career, you got long-term goals. I'm saying? There's levels to it, there's steps to it you can take. But a person just starting out, they're just looking for a job. Some places, okay, let me make a little few dollars. That ain't bad neither, because you can level up in that job. It may take you some time, it may take some years, but at the same time, you still can level up. Me personally, I like to build careers. I don't want to work for nobody else. Not to say I haven't, and not to say nothing wrong with it. But in my career, I got my ability to do what I want to do within my career, at my pace. But what y'all think out there, man? It's a job, it's really like a video game, A job, you got one level, work, that's it. You can learn everything in that business, in that job, but you may not be able to advance in that job. They may move you to a manager position, but still paying you employee salary. But even if they do move you to a manager position, they might only be paying you 50 cents more than what you was making as an employee. So it's still not bad. You still got to make a living, still got to do what you do. I like my terms of create your own umbrella. Find your passion, find something that you love doing. That you can wake up every morning and be like, okay, let me go handle this task. Yeah, you still got a job to do, but you don't look at it as work. Some jobs people go to, they don't even want to go to work. So I'd be like I said, if you don't want to go to work, you're tired of it, find something different, find something better, or create your own umbrella. I'm blessed to be a master barber and have a Class A CDL. So if one ain't working, I can go to the next. That's part of having your careers. The average millionaire got at least five businesses. If one business ain't working, the other one working to sustain that business right there. On your journey, it's hard on your journey. Work for yourself, starting your career, being an entrepreneur. But the harder you work, the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. So wherever you put into it, it's either your career or your job. Wherever you put into it, is where you're going to get out. But back to the jobs, back to going to work for somebody else, do your best to step up and move up in your career, to do what you need to do. In your job, at your workplace, to advance. If they got classes, take those classes, take advantage of it. Because you never know what it may turn into. So you might work at McDonald's a day. 15 years from now, you might want a McDonald's. 5 years from now, you never know. It's just a mind frame and a thought on what your focus on, what your long-term goals on. What's your questions out there? I'd like to know. I thank you from the 9 viewers out there. You know what I'm saying? It's our second episode, second tipping, our Umbrella Podcast. You know, I appreciate all y'all for supporting it. You know, it's get even bigger. You know, so the difference. Come on, people, talk to me. You're right, Amber. Everybody do feel like they have to be an entrepreneur. It's okay to have a job. Yes, it is. It is okay to have a job. You know, you still can have a job and still be an entrepreneur. You still can go out and have your side business. You know, you got 7 days in a week. You know what I'm saying? 24 hours out the day. You know, but how the Bianchi brand would say it's 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. You know, it's all up to you. You know, I know like in my career, both of them, truck driving and barber shop, I work 16, 17 hours a day. And we wake up and do it all over again without a budget, pushing anything, you know. So, not feeling like it's work. You know, I done work for somebody else, but I didn't even want to go to the job. So, I figured, okay, let me create my own business. Let me create my own umbrella so I can, you know, call my own shots. But it ain't easy, you know. You work even harder being an entrepreneur. You got more responsibility on yourself, on you know, especially if you got people working under you. So you got several other families, you know, so everybody jumping into being an entrepreneur, you know. Take a look in there and study what you want to do before you do it, because it ain't easy, you know. But it's possible. Just, you know, your work ethic, your dedication, and what you got, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing, and within your career, you know, even in your job, be dedicated to it, you know what I'm saying. Get up in the morning, you may not want to go, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not, don't even just look at it as, okay, I got to go make this money, take care of my family, you know. Get up and be like, okay, what I can do to progress today after the job, what I can learn something new today in this job right here, you know. No, everybody can be a chief, Amber. They can, you know. It's if you got some business owners that, you know what I'm saying, that got people around them in places that handle that for them, you know. It's all about that too. Everybody can't take that task and run with it. But one thing about being a chief, you got to be a leader. And you got to be on the forefront of that and show your workers, your employees that, okay, he gonna get down in the dirt like how we get down in the dirt. You know, your business only gonna run the way you run it. You know, if the head is one way, that's how the rest of the business gonna be. That's how your workers gonna be, your employees. So you know, you got to take care of your employees. Make sure they happy. You know. No, it ain't the end. You know, it is the beginning. And anything, it's the beginning. But you ain't got to look at it as the end. No. Benefits of working a job or working for someone else is okay. At one job, you might learn new skills. At another job, you might gain new interests. Okay. You know. Now that's part of your portfolio. You know. Now when you go to the next job, you be like, okay, you got these skills, you got these interests, you can do this. Now you can negotiate your pay. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about climbing the ladder. You know, being persistent and consistent on what you're doing. You know, and you can make it. You know, don't care what you do, career or a job, it's some type of work that you got to do. You're going to have to put in work, you know. In a career, I put in more work than working on somebody else's job. I know I can clock out 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, you know, and I'm going. I ain't got to worry about nothing. But that career, you know, when I shut that truck down, I got to do people work, you know. At the end of the day, at the end of the year, in that ball shop, I got to tally them numbers out. I got to make sure the book right. Do my taxes. Like right now, shit, I got to do taxes for both of them, you know. But that's a part of being an entrepreneur. And that's a part that you got to be ready for. If you ain't ready for that, you know, what? I advise people, get a trade, man. Get something you can build off. It ain't nothing like working for yourself. Grind and seeing what your hard work do. See what your work ethic do. How far you get, you know. Saying what? Chuck Tom, Randy Brown, how y'all doing, man? Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Better Talk podcast. You know, we talking about the difference between a job and a career, which neither one of them ain't bad. You know, it depends on what you got your career at, what you went to school for, what you know, what your ambition is, what your push is, what your long-term goals is, what your short-term goals is. You know, that's one thing, you know, I started doing about 15 years back, writing down my long-term goals and short-term goals. I eliminated to 5, I eliminated to 3, and I eliminated to 1, which is the priority. And I moved back out like that. You know, everybody got their own knack on how they do things. Right. Now I'm back to difference between job and a career. Why is a career better than a job? Reason being, you know, like I said earlier, you can work at your own pace. You can set your own schedule. But you really ain't setting your own schedule, you know, because it can be long nights and early mornings where you won't sleep. But if you're passionate about what you do, you're going to work hard, you're going to grind hard, you know, them blood, sweat, and tears going to mean something when you start to prosper and progress and see your business flourish. So, experience is everything. And any career that you start, any business venture that you start, dig down deep into it, learn it from the bottom, you know what I'm saying? To the lowest part of it. It's like just, starting from being a janitor. As you walk around, you're seeing everything going on. You see how this work, you see how that work. You know, you go from one aspect of your business, of your choosing, whatever you choose, you know, study that day and night. You know what I'm saying? Put that in your head, and that's what you want to do, run with it. You know, one-on-one. It ain't always about the funding of it. Because you got programs out here that'll help you fund your business, your career. So don't be scared of not having no money for it. You know what I'm saying? Seeing where you work for them jobs, seeing where you work for them cars, seeing where you work to pay your mortgage. You know what I'm saying? You can work to put aside a week, however, to start your career. Give yourself a realistic goal to reach. Never spread yourself too thin on starting your career. And even on your job, never spread yourself too thin or doing too much. You know, if there's such thing as doing too much. Now, what are 3 differences between having a job and a career? What's your opinion on on the three differences I have in a job and a career. That's something, you know, of, you know what I'm saying, I want you guys to comment on, before I comment on, see what I got to say about the three differences of a job and a career. Which we pretty much, you know. So, but I'm gonna talk on one. Your job, you may bill in that job, but what to say how far you go in that job. Same thing with a career. You may bill in that, how far you gonna go in that. But one thing for sure, two things for certain is, in that career, you can build as far as you want to go, as far as your passion is in it. And you can see your progression, and you can see your hard work pay off. Okay, yeah, some of y'all might be saying, okay, I see my hard work pay off in the job on Friday, okay. But then you complain about that job all week, you know. That career, yeah, you might complain about I can't get no sleep, or I be out studying. But watch that thing, bro. As you water that seed, watch it blossom, watch it grow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Build your career, you know what I'm saying? Build your skills up, you know, on various, you know what I'm saying, employment opportunities, wherever your career is, you know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to take any tasks on your career, you know? For instance, me with the podcast. Can't be scared to take no chances. Guests and new guests, gotta take the chance, you know? Being nervous, you gotta take the chance. Because you'll get it out there. The more you do it, the better experience you're gonna get. Now, job is simply just about money usually. That's it. Going to work, getting that. But we gotta have a bigger mindset than just going to work. But after 25 years of you working for that same job, what you got out of it? A 401k, which ain't bad. I ain't knocking nobody 401k. A lot of people survive off that. That same money we put into the 401k for those 20 years, we could put in the IRA, or we can put it in the bond and see how it grew. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing out there, man? So, we gonna be back, it's gonna be a part 2 of this. 8 p.m. tonight, you know, me get an advisor in here, see how that go. I thank y'all for tuning in to the second episode, you know what I'm saying? Newly podcast, Umbrella Talk Podcast. And we gonna be growing and growing. You wanna promote, you want your advertisement. I hit the DM. Umbrella Talk Charleston. Or Umbrella Talk Podcast on Instagram. Or Umbrella Talk Podcast YouTube. Umbrella Talk Podcast on Anchor Podcast. It's even fun, man. The more and more I do it, it will get better. 1:30 today, y'all go check out Ebony Nelson, man. She's starting those dinners up. Y'all boy going out this weekend. Y'all need something to wear. Man, y'all boy go check out Bianchi 2104 Sweet B, Meadows Avenue. Got some new stuff in there, man. Oh yeah. And February 14th, Valentine's Day. S&D. They got the Valentine's Day dinner. The third one, if you ain't already got your tickets, man, go ahead and get your tickets. Holler at them on Facebook. Y'all go on I'm Better Talk Charleston Pigs. Y'all will see the flyer on there, man. You got his contact information on there. My boy got Willie Dynamite hosting. So that gonna be special, you know what I'm saying? Hey ladies, y'all dress your best who coming out there single, man. And men, y'all boy be tight, boy. Cause Willie Dynamite, boy, he fusky. But he a good fella though. I know his manager, Johnny. He got Dante out there with the pictures. Got I'm Better Talk podcast gonna be out there, live broadcast. Got a lot of little things out there, live band from Star Queen. 7910 Dorchester Road, North Charleston, South Carolina, man. Saturday, February the 13th, from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. Wear your mask. Go on the page, you'll see the different dinners that he offering. Go check out his page, man. Support the brother, man. It's something we knew we bring into the city, something that we need, you know what I'm saying? We had a rap for 2020, you know what I'm saying? But 2021 gonna get better. Again, y'all go check out Ebony Nelson. She got them dinners going today. She got beef stew, she got red rice with a choice of meat. And meat is chicken, fish, and pork chops. You got oyster, crab, and shrimp rice. The sides, macaroni, cheese, green beans, slice of cake, and a drink. $5 chewies. And she got some seafood salad out there, man. Go check her out. And again, if y'all going out this weekend, man, you need something to put on, man, y'all boy go check out Dawn Bianchi, man, at the Bianchi Clothing Store on 2104 Reynolds Avenue, Suite B, North Charleston, South Carolina. I thank y'all, you know what I'm saying, for y'all supporting us. Like I said, it's only going to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to be a part 2 tonight. I'm going to do 8 p.m. The difference between a career and a job. Thank y'all.
Come on down to Mommy's Kitchen and get y'all some red rice. Red rice. Macaroni and cheese. Some string beans. And some fresh fried fish.